Hi, I'm Emily, and I am going to lead you through a practice today that is really sweet for when you're not feeling like you have a ton of energy for a big practice, but you want to do something to take care of your body, to connect into your breath. This is a nice one for if you are um, getting ready to have your monthly cycle, feeling a little achy, a little low energy. This is also a great one if you're simply recovering from a big exertion of effort. So, a little restorative, little gentle movement to get you present in your body and take care of yourself. So let's start out. Oh, you'll need one prop, just a blanket. And we're going to start out at the wall. So I want you to have a space where you can have a blank wall. You're not going to knock anything over to work with. And we're going to come into legs up the wall to get grounded and have a nice, just easy transition into the practice. So what you'll do is take your seat to the wall, take the very edge of your hip to the wall, knees bent, and then just swing your legs straight up. So you're on your blanket. If you're on a hardwood floor and you need a little extra cushion, the blanket will also support you in transitioning out of this shape. Um, you might find it nice. Take your hands behind you and kind of wiggle a little closer to the wall. Sometimes it can be a little awkward getting into this one, but more or less looking for your legs to be going straight up, heels above your hips, and then arms will rest by your sides. Or if it feels nice and kind of supportive to be hands on the body, absolutely. One hand at the low belly, one hand at the heart or at the solar plexus can be really grounding and nurturing. So make your choice with your arms. Take a moment here. Let your breath start to deepen. Close your eyes. And imagine as though you're breathing all the way to your toes. For a few rounds of breath, you're just breathing all the way down to the toes and practicing slowing the breath down. We're here for about 10 breaths. Feeling into the sensations in your body as you breathe. Really letting the support that you have here physically hold you. So letting the weight of your legs really land on the wall. Let your upper body and your arms and head fully be heavy, at ease, supported by the ground. About 3 more deep breaths. Good. And then to transition, so if you're on the carpet, you're gonna be wiggling a little bit. But if you're on a hardwood floor with your blanket, then you're gonna place your feet on the wall, knees bend, and we're just gonna start to kind of slide out away from the wall so that the knees are stacked more or less just above the hips. So you're kind of in like a chair pose on your back, shins ish, sort of parallel to the ground, soles of the feet on the wall. And then you're gonna take your right foot and cross the right ankle onto the left thigh. So this is when you realize how far you need to be from the wall for this figure 4 variation. If you're not getting enough sensation here, then you're gonna wiggle a little closer back to the wall. If you need a little less sensation, you're gonna push away. This right foot is gonna stay flexed to support your knee, and then the right hand is gonna just gently touch onto the thigh, the right thigh, and you're gonna push the right thigh and knee towards the wall. So you're lengthening out through the top of the right hip, and the right side body is long. The left hand can just rest by the side, and we're here for about 5 deep breaths. So the shape here is fully supported by the wall, by the ground, and just simply by the kind of architecture of your body, the way that your body is stacked. You should be using minimal effort to sustain this shape. And just getting a little lengthening in the right seat, the piriformis, and also feeling that all around the front of the hip too, maybe, depending on how tight you are there. Deepening your breath for 2 more rounds of breath. Good. All right. And then we're going to just lengthen out through the left knee to back out of this, straighten out the right leg, and just bounce your knees a few times, bending and straightening. You can kind of rotate the hips in and out, releasing through the hip flexors. And then we'll switch sides. So you're going to bend your right knee, sole of the foot on the wall. Left ankle will stack on top of the right thigh, help it out to arrive. Flex your left foot to protect your knee. Right hand is by your side. Left hand's gonna touch your thigh and just simply push in towards the wall a little bit, lengthening out through your hip. And then 5 really good deep breaths. Letting your ears soften and open. You're fully present here in this moment. Noticing sounds wash over you as you breathe, aware of sensation in your body. Good. And then we'll let it go, lengthening out the legs, back to rest on the wall. Rotate the femurs in the hip sockets a few times, just wiggling. And then we're going to let the knees drop over to the right. So you're going to come into a fetal position on your right side. And let your hands stack on top of each other, arms extending more or less straight out from the center of your chest. And now, what you'll do is you're going to take your left fingers and start to draw a circle over your head. Best you can. Try and keep the hand on the ground all the way overhead, depending on shoulder mobility, until you open into a twist. And then we're gonna close and come all the way back to where we started. So to make this even more, sensational, you're gonna just place your right hand onto your thigh, your top thigh, to keep your knees stacked on top of each other. And then now let's add the breath. So inhale, reach overhead all the way open. Exhale, arrive in your twist. Inhale, swim it back across. Exhale, arriving in this fetal position. 2 more. Inhale, open. Exhale into the twist. Inhale to close. And exhale to arrive. 1 more. A little slower. Inhale, opening. full exhale to arrive. Inhale to close. And exhale to arrive. Good. And now we'll switch sides. So rolling over onto your left side. And I'm going to just cue this one so I don't mess up my mic pack. So, or maybe I could do it. So you're going to just have your hands stacked just like the other side. Big inhale to open. And exhale to arrive. And then inhale to close. And exhale to arrive. Take your left hand onto your top knee. Hold it in place as you inhale, finding your opening. Big exhale supports you in this twist. And then we close. 2 more. Opening, exploring mobility in the shoulder. It's okay if the hand doesn't touch the ground the whole way. We're just seeing what's there for us in our body and meeting it with the breath. The last one is a little slower. See if you can stretch the breath out a little more. Good. And then from here, we can come up to a seat. And we're just going to shift forward into all fours for a moment and have a little wiggle through the spine. So from all fours, nice and sturdy here, fingers spread. Take an inhale, tilt your tail up, heart forward, neck long, cow pose. And then exhale, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. So a few like that. Inhale into your cow, knees down, use your core to gently arrive. Exhale, down dog. Keeping it going. Last one. Take a few breaths in your downward facing dog. Bend your knees as much as you need here. Really long in your spine. Feel free to breathe a few breaths out through the mouth, letting something go. Good. And then soften the knees down to the ground and sit back. So now you have a moment here to close down your practice, however feels sweet for you. It's been a really gentle, restorative sequence. So it could be a nice one just to take a beat, laying on your back, totally at ease, and let your breath completely soften. You could also have a nice little moment just in a seated meditation, checking in with your body and breathing deeply. But either way, it's been beautiful practicing with you. Thank you so much. If you have questions or ideas, feel free to drop them in the comments. Until next time.